Hey guys, my name is Vixrora. I am a variety streamer over on Twitch, and today is something a little exciting, a little bit different than what I normally do. So recently, a gameplay trailer was released for the next Dragon Age game, and for those of you who know, I've been streaming Dragon Age over on Twitch, and will be bringing those videos to YouTube very, very shortly. I got some audio hiccups that I want to try and figure out. But anyways, I kind of streamed not necessarily it's a reaction, as I had seen it already, but sort of just my thoughts, my opinions, my theories. So I really, really hope you guys enjoy this video. Give it a like if you do, and don't forget to subscribe for future Dragon Age content. And let me know what your guys' theories are down below in the comments. I love to hear your guys' opinions on how you think the next Dragon Age is gonna go. And do you already have your character that you're gonna play in mind? Because I've got some ideas cooking up for my next character. So anyways, make sure to enjoy the video. Bye. Let's turn on my display capture and let me know if I need to move my camera little setup at all in this kind of area. So yeah, let's throw some hypes in chat too. Let's throw some hypes in chat too, just for the fact that we are getting this game in fall 2024, and we have an actual really, really well done gameplay trailer. I cannot emphasize enough how impressed I am with what they've shown us so far. Alright. Alright, may contain content inappropriate for children. So if you're a child, you shouldn't be on the stream anyways. And also let me know if the volume is too loud or whatever. I feel like I'm blocking text, so.
I hope Nev's as good at finding people as you claim.
She's the best damn detective I've ever met. If she says she's got a lead on Solas, I believe her.
Also, I'm already gonna stop this right here. I don't know if you guys have seen the tweets that I have been seeing, but there's a lot of people joking around and saying, no wonder Dorian was complaining in Inquisition the entire time. Because, I mean, look how beautiful Tevinter is, and then you think about Ferelden. I'm sorry, Ferelden is kind of slacking.
Should we be in more of a hurry to get out of here?
We don't want to look conspicuous. Just get out of here nice and casual. Find Nev Gallus and stop Solas.
Also, this rook is gorgeous. And it looks like they've got texture hair options, which is amazing. I've seen one of the devs, I think, talking about longer hair options, which makes me very happy because we're going to be doing a vanilla playthrough, I'm sure, at first. And I mean, look at the armor even. This is like starting armor and it looks good. I will say Inquisition armor isn't too bad. Except I wasn't really big on some of the warrior options, but discussion for another day, maybe once we hit Inquisition. But yeah, it's really good starting armor. It's a really handsome rook. Really handsome rook. And there is also non-binary options, I believe I saw as well. I don't know if I think we'll be able to customize like our actual name. I think this is gonna be like, this rook is gonna be more like a title. And there's been some discussion because of the Solas and Iron Bull banter in Inquisition, that it's kind of a reference to that, because there's some really good lore in that banter. And once we've done Inquisition, we can go a little bit deeper into that. There's Body Sliders 2. Yes. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot. Yes. Body Sliders 2, which is really good. What's the banter? Oh, you'll have to look it up. It's when they're playing their little chess game. It kind of gives insight into Solas's mind and how he thinks. Um, I'm sure there's videos and talk about it on YouTube though. But the details are crazy.
You still think you can talk him down before he starts his big ritual?
That ritual is going to tear down the veil. The only thing separating us from the Fade and an endless number of demons. I have to talk him down.
Personally, love how it's stylized. Yeah, I like this stylized too. Um, the haters can take the L. Yeah, I mean, everybody's allowed to have their own personal preference, and like that's totally valid. Just me personally, I like how they did it in this trailer. It's a little bit more refined than the reveal trailer, but it looks really good, and it still looks somewhat realistic enough where when you see the darkspawn and the demons and everything, they still look kind of freaky, which I like. I like that.
Wait! But I didn't do anything!
Get down.
Are they after us? Is it because of the bar?
Word travels fast in Minrathous.
We've got to help her.
We don't have time to get arrested, especially.
Uh-oh. What could possibly be happening right now?
Oh, crap.
We're too late.
The ritual started. But if we hurry, we can still stop Solas before it finishes. Let's go. Harding's this way. She'll get us to Dumont Plaza.
Watch out!
Oh no, demons in my Dragon Age game? Yeah, and they look really cool. They look different than what they have in the past games, but I mean, they have changed with each Dragon Age game, so I'm pretty happy with how they look.
Is Solas summoning demons on purpose?
My guess is the
They always look different. Yeah, exactly.
slipping through the cracks.
And when the veil comes down completely?
They actually look fancier in a way. I don't know if that makes sense, but they look like very... I don't know. You know what I mean?
Come on, this way. It should get us to Harding.
Like, the demons got a makeover, for sure.
You're safe now.
And
Bar the
Harding!
door as quick as you can, okay?
Thank you, miss.
I love what they did with Harding. I love her freckles all over her face. And how they kind of kept a similar enough style with her hair, but it's still like different enough. Like she's got these little front pieces. Because let's be real, Inquisition, the hairs were... Like, if you didn't download modded hairs, they're kind of ugly. I'm sorry. Sorry to the devs who worked on that game. I'm sure you did what you could. But they're not that cute. And Harding's hair is one of those ones where I'm just like... So I love that they upgraded her hair. I've also seen online that she's voiced by the same voice actor who plays Liara Tassoni for Mass Effect. So for my Mass Effect fans out there, there's that for you. Yeah, the hair in Inquisition, so bad, so bad. I'm sorry. It's just the
I'm
truth.
doing what I can to help. The ritual
Hero
must
of
be
the
working
Inquisition,
for
it
a lot of
says.
people out here.
And a lot of demons. Haven't seen this many come through the Fade in years.
What about you two? Are you okay?
Also, that dialogue wheel looks so good. I love that aesthetic. Like, the entire UI aesthetic is really pretty.
We're good, but we need to move.
Agreed. Solas isn't waiting, neither can we.
Have you got my gear?
Right over there. Where's Nev Gallus? Wasn't she at the meeting point?
I don't like how the icons make a return, though. I don't know what I'm choosing, if that makes sense. I mean, we kind of get an idea of it. Like, there, in a moment, we're gonna see, like, the, you know, kind of laughing one. That's, like, the one in Dragon Age 2, so we can get a little bit of an idea. But, yeah, I know in Inquisition there is the dialogue wheel mod, which I do have installed for my Dragon Age Inquisition. So I'm wondering if maybe there will be something like that for this one as well.
I'm not surprised our detective did something to piss off a cult of murderous blood mages, but their timing stinks.
Maybe, yeah.
The bar
We'll have to
said
see.
that Tori took Nev to Dumont Plaza. Can you get us there, Harding?
Rook, you're with the Shadow Dragons. I figured you'd know Minrathous better than I do.
Sure, but Minrathous is huge, and this is nowhere near my neighborhood. I can try.
I'm not too
Don't
stressed
worry,
about it.
speeding's
Yeah.
my specialty. Follow me.
Worst case scenario, save's coming.
Eyes up. We've got company.
Demons.
Alright, our first look at the fighting style. Will we be able to save scum? We better. Like, I know in my personal save, I'm gonna be safe scumming a little bit. And I might be doing it on stream too. Let's be real. Let's be real. Yeah, the fighting. So, obviously we can't control our companions, which is different. We also, I believe, can't pause. But I'm actually into it. And this is, like, gonna be the rogue combat. And in a moment, we'll see something really cool, where he switches from dual wielding to archery, which one of my favorite things to do in Origins is to actually kind of multi-class my rogues to where they're able to have both archery and dual wielding. We'll see that soon with Elena. I think maybe next time she levels up, we might add some archery for her. But that's one thing that I think was kind of lacking in Dragon Age 2 and in Inquisition, is the fact that we really couldn't multi-class like that with our rogues, but in this one it looks like we can. So that's really what I'm excited about. Ooh. That was a cool
I
move.
think that's the last of them.
Good. Let's get to Dumont Plaza and find Nev. Patch yourselves up if you need it.
We can smash objects to loot them. Cool rook. I know, this rook is so cool, man. I like him. He's also very pretty. But yeah, I love the rogue gameplay so far, and I'm kind of curious to see if we are going to see any elements from the other classes and how their gameplay would be. One thing I would really like for mages is is kind of like in Dragon Age 2 when you're wielding a staff and let's say you're out of mana, how if an enemy is close enough, you can just hit them with your stick. Are you going to play rogue? I'm thinking about it because I feel like that makes sense if I'm gonna go for the Antivan Crow faction. I think it's only fair. little different throwback. And I'm not sure. I'm thinking because I'm gonna be playing an Elf in Inquisition, I kinda wanna go Elf in this one because I'm curious to see how the storyline might affect it if you're an elf. Because I think in my personal playthrough I'm gonna be a dwarf. My off-stream playthrough, I'm gonna be a dwarf. But for on-stream, I kind of want classes to lock backgrounds, to be honest. What do you mean by that exactly? Do you think that if you're like an Antivan Crow, like you're a rogue kind of thing, and then for certain factions you have to be a certain class? Dwarf Rook, we stand. We do stand. Like, if you're an NTV and you can only be Rogue or Fighter, yeah. I kind of don't want that, to be honest, just because I like the freedom in making my characters and their backgrounds myself. Like, it does make sense when you're an NTV and Crow, you're like warrior or mostly rogue. But, I mean, I'm sure that they have some mages. Mages are useful. You know what I mean? But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see when this comes out. This guy is part of the Shadow Dragons, so he is a rogue. I forget the characters and their factions. So maybe we'll look that up after. I'll probably be a Shadow Dragon. Shadow Dragon will be cool.
Doesn't that destroy everything?
Solas always talked about how beautiful.
I'm like torn between Antivan Crow and Shadow Dragon.
Existed before the Veil, and he wants to bring it back.
Even if his ritual kills us all in the process. Venatory cultists!
And the Venatori do make a return, which we kind of anticipated, I feel like.
Looks like the Venatori put up a barrier to block the way. More intruders!
Also, that looked like red lyrium to me. So we already kind of knew that red lyrium was going to make a comeback. But like, I wonder how it's going to affect this game, and if we're going to find out where it came from, that sort of thing. Because I think a lot of people think that the red lyrium idol is actually Solas's, if I remember correctly. I think a lot of people were saying that. And it was in one of the reveal trailers or teasers way back in the day. So, yeah, I'm scared to find out where it came from. Me too. Just a little bit scared. Oh my gosh.
All citizens must remain indoors until the magical anomaly is fully contained.
Come on. Guess we're sliding down.
Oh. Okay, I accidentally hit a button. But let's go back for a second. So I think we already saw... No, we haven't. Okay. So this is something I think that's going to be new, is instead of just having the ability to jump places like we did in Inquisition, looks like there are going to be maybe places to slide, maybe some ledges that we have to jump onto and stuff, which is also something new for Dragon Age. In comparison to Origin, where you can't even jump. And this is the ability wheel, which looks really interesting. Kind of feel like it'll take me some getting used to for sure. I feel like there'll be moments where I'm going to be confused at first. It'll be a learning curve. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Because it's a very different style from other Dragon Age games. So, little outside the comfort zone, but not in a bad way. I wish there was blood, to be honest. I've seen some gameplay screenshots where there is some major blood spatter. Maybe it just sort of depends on your abilities that you're using. I don't know. Yeah, I think they are going to lean... They're talking about leaning more into some of the darker elements from previous Dragon Ages. Oh. She's gorgeous. I love her. And her prosthetic leg, I'm gonna pause when we get to it, but her prosthetic leg looks so cool. And her staff also.
Nev, it's so good to see you. We thought the Venatori had kidnapped you.
They thought the same thing.
Like, look at that. That is such a unique staff.
Figured I'd play along. Find out who wanted to.
Okay. So that is a cobra. Like,
Then the sky started
I'm also curious to see what our Inquisitor, if we're gonna have a prosthetic and what that's gonna look like.
Rook, this is Nev Gallus, our local expert. She's gonna help us find Solas. Nev, meet Rook. Both of you have done some work for the Shadow Dragons.
Isn't that a coincidence?
Some old friend said if I was working in Tevinter, the Shadow Dragons are worth trusting.
We already know. I'm gonna be spamming these in my playthroughs. I'm such a purple hawk stan. I'm just warning you guys now.
We haven't got a lot of time. Varric said you had a lead on Solas.
You get right to the point. I haven't seen Solas in person.
Yeah, I think Dorian's definitely gonna be making an appearance in this game.
Get in elven ruins. I traced it to a building beneath Our Lady of Victory. That's where your man is hiding.
I feel like he'll be an advisor.
Oh, before this ritual he's doing gets any worse.
Worse, this ritual's already drawing more power than I'd expect from a dozen mages. You told me he was working alone.
I also told you he was an ancient elven god.
An elven god.
I want to see the bull.
Wherever
Oh,
he is, he's causing trouble in my city.
yeah, we'll see. We'll see. There's a lot of characters I want to see. I want to see Fenris, and I want to see Zevran. I step through the gate. And of course, this area is so gorgeous.
This is Arlethan Forest.
And there's your ritual. The power involved. I've never seen anything like it.
This area is looking so good. It looks so incredible. Elven ruins are some of my favorite places to explore, specifically in Inquisition. Emerald Graves. Emerald Graves. I may have beef with Orlais, but they popped off with that one. Oh. And then there's Solas over there.
The Fade's a mess this close to the ritual. No telling what could come through.
Does it feel like those tremors are getting worse?
Keep moving and try not to think about it.
And you know the Inquisitor is somewhere looking at the hole in the sky and just going, ah shit, here we go again. All that work. And the sky's open again. Cry demon.
We have to stop this demon quickly.
Watch the lightning!
Also, looks like these red areas are like the places where we're gonna have to avoid when we're fighting the Pride Demon. Which Kind of like that. Kind of like that they put that there. But the Pride Demon design looks really cool. Yeah, ouch. And quick recover. Interesting. Yeah, so like in Inquisition, we're gonna have a Pride Demon, I guess, to battle towards the beginning. Classic Dragon Age.
How did a demon this large get through the veil?
It's a pride demon. The damn thing probably sensed Solas's ego.
And I love that line.
Everyone all right?
Good enough. Let's get to Solas.
Varric didn't hold back. No, he didn't. And honestly, as he should. I think after all these years, he's allowed.
All right. I'll take it from here.
Are you sure?
Positive. You three just keep the demons off me while I talk to him.
Varric, Solas isn't gonna stop just because an old friend asks nicely.
Solas needs someone to sell him another option, to help him justify changing his mind.
I have to wonder, though, with this decision that Varric is making, is he doing that because that's the choice the Inquisitor made in Inquisition? Or is it his own decision to handle it that way? Especially with everything, maybe some of his guilt is coming through, especially when we think about Anders and what happened there. So I'm going to be very curious in my Stop Solas playthrough if he's going to say that as well. I don't know. I don't know. I hope so.
Come on, Varric. We didn't come all this way just to talk to him.
He was my friend, Rook. I gotta try to reach him. But if he won't listen to me, then he'll hear from Bianca.
More demons.
Like, Varric has dealt with a lot of betrayal in his life.
Rook, take care of the team for me.
And I gotta wonder if that's his main motivation for redeeming Solas rather than outright killing him.
Hey, Chuckles. Hope I'm not interrupting.
Also, he calls him Chuckles. Oh. And his face. Solas's face. Like, this makes me emotional.
Buy him some time.
I hope Varric is getting through to Solas.
We better talk fast. We can't hold these demons off forever.
Also, it says that Nev is an ice mage, so I wonder if the mage subclasses are going to reflect elements. Although there is a necromancer one, so I'm not sure.
The veil
Fen'harel is a wound inflicted upon this world. It must be healed.
By drowning the world in demons?
I have taken precautions to minimize the damage, Varric.
Oh, so Solas's eyes are purple now.
People are dying right now. You need to listen. Please.
Oh, Varric.
People are always dying. It is what they do.
Shit. We need a better plan.
And honestly, that line from Solas, people are always dying, that's what they do, hurts me considering we know that Solas comes from a world where people didn't die. They were immortal.
To take the shot.
Won't work, he's too powerful.
What if we disrupt the ritual?
How?
See those statues? If we break the scaffolding holding that one up, the whole thing will come down on Solas.
It's risky. Interrupting a ritual of this scale will have consequences.
And what about the demons? Varric needs us to hold them off.
Right, you two stay here. I'll bring down the statue.
What? No. Stepping into all that raw magic is suicide.
The storm could tear you apart.
Anyone got a better idea?
Fine, but you'll need backup. I'm with you.
I'm a mage. I'll go.
Either way, someone needs to stay back and deal with the demons.
Also, this kind of decision this early on to the game, because I'm assuming this is really early on into the game, because Rook is level 1, like, that makes me nervous. Like, what's gonna happen? BioWare, please.
Let's go, Hardy. Nev, keep the demons off us.
You got it.
Like, I know, right? Yeah, our companions can die in this game. I'm scared. Because I know my dumbass is going to end up offing one of them. And I don't know if I'm going to... It will be making me second guess every decision I make. So true. And... like, I keep joking that I'm gonna save Scum. I might try not doing that as much on stream unless it's like a love interest that dies. Because I can't handle that, but I'm like, should I just play it? Should I just stick with my decisions? Like in my and like my off-stream game, I think I'm going to save Scum and do whatever. Just because who's gonna tell me not to? I can't handle Belhara dying. I'll cry. I can't handle any of them dying, to be honest. I feel like I've not yet interacted with a lot of these companions except for Scout Harding, and I'm already attached. I think that was the Evan Uris. Nev did warn us about consequences. Yeah, she did. So, here's the thing. When Solas says that he was trying to minimize the damage, I think he was kind of more referring to the Evan Uris coming back. Because that would have, I think, some really bad consequences. However, I think us disrupting the ritual is going to bring the Evan Uris into, I guess, what we would call the material plane. And so Solas, reluctantly, is probably going to be one of our advisors. And he's gonna be like, you did this. I was trying to avoid that. Now we have to clean up your mess, Rook. And Rook's just gonna be there like, just was trying to keep the world from ending. Sorry, bro. But now that they're back, Solas will work with us is what I feel like. I feel like that is exactly it. Because they've already kind of teased that to us. The devs on Twitter have kind of teased. Also, I think it was on the blog as well. That, yeah, Solas is not the main antagonist. I've theorized for a long time that it was going to be the Evan Uris. And if I'm right, like I think I am, I'm going to be so hyped. Because I've literally held on to that theory for years. Yeah, Rook is just a dude. Let them be. Yeah, exactly. They're just a little guy. Or they're just a girl. Or they're just non-binary pal, you know? I don't know. They didn't understand the consequences. It's not like Solas told us. If maybe Solas was better about communication, we wouldn't have run into this issue, Solas. Maybe if you had let my Inquisitor come with you, Solas. If you had let Lavellan come with you, Solas, we wouldn't be in this situation now, would we? No, but you have to be Mr. Broody McBroody Pants. Whatever. A lot of people are worried about Varric as well. Broody Pants. Because as we saw, I'm pretty sure he's standing right there. He's unarmed. Those are elven gods. And a lot of people are very worried about Varric. And I am too, a little bit. We also know that Varric's writer was unfortunately laid off. So I think that means we are seeing the last of Varric. Whether there's another game or not, I'm not sure. But I think this is going to be the last game for Varric. Which honestly, I'm kind of okay with. You know, this is going to be his third game with us. His third adventure. The man needs to rest. As much as I love him, and I genuinely do love Varric, he's a Viscount. He's got things to do. He can't just come running every time the world ends. Like, give the man a break. Alright, he's still gotta fix Kirkwall. Kirkwall is still probably a mess, let's be real. So, I'm kind of the opinion that whether or not he dies, I think this is his last game. I really hope he does not die. If anything happens to Varric, I'm rolling up to BioWare Studios and I'm handing them my therapy bill. I'm going, this is for you, for what you've done to me. How dare you? I'm also curious about what's gonna happen with Solas, because I don't think his happy ending should be easy for him, especially if Lavellan romanced him. I don't think it should be an easy forgiveness, me personally. As much as I want my Lavellan to be happy and to get that happy ending, because literally every other romance ends in a happy ending, why can't this one? He should suffer. He should suffer a little bit, you know? Just a little bit. My Inquisitor should come back solely just to yell at him. That is it. And then they can get back together. But she's gonna have some words for him first. He cut our hand. I mean, he did that to save us. But it still sucks. Like, that was our hand, bro. But he did do it to save us. So I'm kind of not mad about that. I'm more mad about him leaving and lying to us and abandoning us and like all of those things. That's what my Inquisitor is most mad about. Like, the hand thing. it sucked. It definitely sucked. But not the worst thing. You know what I mean? At least we're alive, you know? Our Inquisitor could have died, so. Also, if anything happens to my Inquisitor, I'm again storming into BioWare Studios and I'm handing them my therapy bill. And yeah, you can live without a hand. Like, it's fine. Like, he didn't save us. It's fine. We'll be fine. We need maybe a little bit of therapy, but like, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Like, it sucks, but it's, at least we're not dead. But I will be curious to know that if Solas can die. Because what's gonna happen once the Evan-Urus are defeated? I think that's really the biggest question right now, is what do we do after? Like, yay, the world's saved, but like, is Solas just gonna go right back to his plan? Or is he just gonna stop? Or is he maybe gonna team up and try and figure out some other way to bring down the Veil, to bring back his people without destroying the world? Type vibes.